Well, let's get started.
Let's get it.
All right. Jason Derulo,
What's happening?
welcome to the pod.
Appreciate that.
Thank you for doing this.
Nah, it's my pleasure. Thank you for coming through.
I'm really excited. Okay, can I first start off? I need to open up by the fact that you just have the most calming aura. You just how many aura points? I don't know. I walked in and hey, what's up? Not that I expected anything different, but I just feel super relaxed right now.
You thought it was going to be talk dirty to me.
Yeah. I think you're going to be eh. But I feel I guess people think that about me too. But no, yeah, you're just calm, cool, collected.
Yeah, nah, that's my vibe. I mean, I'm usually pretty chill. A couple drinks in, though,
Yeah. Oh, okay. It starts getting
Yeah, I could get a little,
Okay.
The party starts coming out.
Okay. All right. Well, let's just let's literally get into it. Tell me how did we even get here? I'm here with you right now.
Uh-huh.
You obviously are in the crypto space. You just made a really amazing video with your dad. I loved that video. We'll pop it up top. It's you showing your dad how to set up a Phantom wallet.
Yeah.
So cool.
Super cool. So I got my parents into crypto all the way in 2017. I got in 2016, and I was loving it. So I remember being in my mom's living room, putting my dad on Coinbase, and my mom and my sister and my brother. Just a real family bonding moment.
In 2017?
Yeah, early.
What does their portfolios look like right now?
Decent for sure. They're hefty. My dad, he got a little scared. My mom.
I'm scared.
Yeah, my mom rode that thing through. Oh. I was like, Mom, stay with me, stick with me. I was telling everybody, stick with me. We could do it. It's gonna get better. My dad was like,
he's like, I'm out.
I'm out.
Yeah.
But as of late, everything has been getting better again, obviously in the crypto world. And my dad seen what I was doing, and he's just like, what's up? I want to get in. What's up? How can I get back in? And so that I did that video. I was like, I should probably film this because there's probably so many people that want to get in that don't know how to get in. So hopefully, this can be a bit of help, in that way, especially it being my dad, right? Who is a skeptic, you know what I'm saying? He's skeptical about everything, especially when it has to do with money. So I thought this would be a perfect, kind of intro to what I'm doing in crypto.
Yeah. And you also posted it to your legit millions and millions of followers.
Yeah.
What do you think the response is with you posting that?
So I didn't know what to expect, to be honest, because it's very different content, yeah. Right? And it's just straightforward to the point, we're buying crypto. It's not yeah. It's not funny. It's not like music.
It was wholesome though.
But it was wholesome. Wholesome moment. And I just didn't know what people were going to expect. I mean, how people were going to take it. Yeah. But it did pretty good. It's actually doing pretty well. And I feel like it's picked up since I first released it, which is not very normal. Usually you'll get a big uptick the first day, and then it kind of goes downhill from there. Yeah. But this is kind of growing precipitously, which is kind of amazing, which means that it's just getting the word out, and I think that's, at the end of the day, really what I want to do.
Yeah. Okay. So walk me back. So you got in 2016, 2017.
Yeah.
What was that like? What did you buy first? Who told you about it? Was it a homie? How did it happen? Yeah.
So I got in crypto. I mean, just hearing about it through friends, and they were telling me their horror stories, how they, bought this thing or that thing with a Bitcoin, and that piece of the Bitcoin that they had would be worth this amount today. And started to study the charts and look at how the growth of Bitcoin has been going throughout the years. And I was just fascinated, and I got hooked. And then I bought some, and then started to check my shit every day, and it became an obsession. And as time progressed, I put more and more and more progressively, which, was not the greatest idea because of that chunk of time, because obviously it went up and down. So if you're putting more money when it's about to go down, then, you know, obviously you can lose. So I did lose. So I went through a tough time. You know, it's tough to hold on to something that everybody is telling you is a dumb idea.
Yeah.
You know, I'm talking about from my financial advisors to my family members to my friends. Everybody's telling me that I'm out of my mind for holding, and I should just take what little money I have left and just take it out. And I'm telling them, I'm explaining, I'm like, you don't lose until you pull it out. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I held throughout the whole situation, and now I'm back. You know, now I'm actually on top. So that was like the start of my crypto journey. You know, just very surface knowledge of crypto.
What about like the last cycle? So let's clear up some rumors. Okay. Me and you have a smile. You're like, okay. Let's clear up some rumors. You grab a drink. Let's
yeah, hell yeah.
Some rumors.
Cheers.
Okay, so all right. I need a drink before this as well. All right. So previous crypto promotions. Let's go back.
Yeah.
What happened there? What has happened? Like, what happened?
Okay, I'll take you from the beginning. So during the pandemic, I made it my life's goal to figure out social media. Before the pandemic, I had sold 250 million records, but people could not connect the dots because I didn't know how to social media. You know, so I had these big ass records, but a lot of people didn't know who I was, which is, it was, you know, it was tough because
they didn't know who you were. Jason Derulo.
Yeah, like the crazy shit. Wow. But like if you think back, you probably won't be able to. But a lot of people couldn't connect the dots, right? And I was like, while I'm at home, I'm gonna use this time to figure this shit out. So I decided to post 6 times a day. To study the market, you know, so to speak. So I wanted to see what made people tick, what videos would do better than others. So I was just doing all kinds of different videos. Posting 6 times a day is absolutely insane, right?
It's killed nuts. It though. I remember those videos, and we'll pop it up on the screen. Like, what even? They were the craziest videos. Like, what even was happening in those videos?
Shit. Yeah, for sure. From special effects to martial arts. The craziest
special effects. Like, what you were doing? Backflips. You were like disappearing, and like I remember, I'm like, what is going on here?
To cooking desserts, to everything you can imagine. But that came through having to post 6 times a day. It was a non-negotiable for me. And through that, I was able to figure social media out, and you seen my rise. It was just like a crazy rise, and I became one of the most followed people in the world.
Wow. So
much so that the biggest brands in the world came to me, and there was nowhere else that you could get a bigger promotion than Jason Derulo. Like, I was the most viewed person on the internet. Like, bar none. So I started to do a ton of different promotions for, you know, the biggest companies, some mid companies, just like all over. You know, it became like a humongous business. Now I get, humbly speaking, I get a nice penny to perform, right? But my social business became even bigger than that, you know? And for a post, it was a very, very hefty thing. So I couldn't handle it all myself. I had a social team, from management to agency to the people that work day to day. As time progressed, I think things got a little more lax because we never ran into any issues. There was never a problem with anything. And then we started to get a lot of people wanting to promote NFTs and things like that. And people were like gifting me NFTs and like, hey, promote my NFTs. And I kind of saw it as like, yo, listen to my CD, yo, like promote my CD. Like, it felt like that kind of nature. You know, it was like, I'm an artist and this is my art. Like, yo, can you help me? You know what I'm talking about? So at that point, we were like, we were taking, I would even say pennies, to just like help these people out. But I didn't realize, I didn't know what could be behind that, it felt like people were pushing their art, I didn't know that there was a thing that, you could go up and then go down. I was just not that knowledgeable. I just did not have that kind of information. So I didn't know that people could be hurt from me making a post. That never in a million years did I think that was a thing. If you don't know, you just don't know. And in hindsight, it's just very irresponsible to do something without knowing, But I think it has been placed on my back to educate people. Because I feel like there has been such a huge outcry of people just talking crazy about celebrities, right? Of all these rug pulls and everything that's going on. And it's really unfortunate, but I honestly feel in my heart of hearts that people just don't know. Yeah. And with a voice like mine, with a platform as big as mine, if I'm able to help educate the world, like the video that I did, it's like one step in the right direction. If I can just help educate people on the space, I feel like we'll see way less of that, because at the end of the day, no real celebrity wants to tarnish their name, right? If we're only speaking from a selfish perspective.
Right, from something like so small, because I feel like the money that is being quote unquote rug pulled, like you could make that, correct me if I'm wrong, in like one sponsorship deal for like a TikTok.
I mean, it's not even close. Like,
yeah, not even close.
What I would get in a sponsorship.
And not even backlash, because like, in the, I feel TikTok world, all the Instagram, like people are doing promotions all the time.
100%. So like, to me, like it just, like if you really think about it, like in the grassroots, most grassroots way, it's just like, why would somebody want to tarnish their name for some pennies? Like it just doesn't
hurt
make
your
sense.
fan, because I'm sure like you feel bad that your fans or anybody that likes you loses money. Like how does that make you feel?
And that's the selfish response that I wanted to give you first. But honestly, like I've done so well in my life, and everything that I've accomplished has been because of people.
Yeah.
And the people that follow me are the reason why I get to live the dream that I live, and make money doing what I love to do. I honestly think that's the best dream, somebody could have. So the last thing I want to do is hurt people that are helping me, or anybody for that matter. I mean, there are people putting in their hard-earned money into this thing, and they're thinking that this could be a way out, So it's like the lowest form of scamming. It's like the craziest shit that I've seen so far. But I don't think that the right way to do it is by just like pushing negativity, like, oh, this person's a scammer, like I think what we need to do is educate, and how do we do that? And that's the question that I've been asking myself for the last week. And I think, the best answer that I have right now is to just continue pushing the ball forward. And when people realize that Jason is a real coin that I'm gonna be behind, I feel like it's a lifelong project. I don't think it's here today, gone tomorrow. I think that it will live with me for the rest of my life. Like I really feel that way about the coin. And I'll put an album out, the album will do well, and then I'll put another album out that'll do well, and then and then I'm kind of done with that album, right? I think this coin is a forever album. It's an album that will be with me from now to the end.
Who's who's helping you with this coin? Because so I'm like now on my little journalism arc in this portion of the pod, where it's like I'm speaking to people like Caitlyn Jenner, and we saw what happened with like Iggy Azalea, and like a lot of celebrities that with huge platforms are having one thing in common, and the one thing in common is a man named Sahil.
Yep.
And I want to know, like, is Sahil behind this? What's your relationship with him? What's going on?
So Sahil messaged my Instagram, just to give you like the broad strokes of what happened. Sahil messaged my Instagram and he was like, I'll give you 200K to promote my gambling app.
Okay.
And my social media guy sent it over, and I'm like, cool, have him send some paperwork, and then have him send the wire, and then we'll make it work. And look over the app, for the paperwork that he sends, seems legit.
Yeah.
Sends a wire confirmation, like a receipt. It was the weekend, seems legit. He was like, but I need the post now. Like, I can't do it, like, if because we're launching now.
Right.
So I'm like, damn, that seems a little shady. I'm not gonna lie, it seems a little fucking odd. But fuck it, it'll probably be fine. Like, all of this looks good. So I send it to my business manager. I'm like, what do you think? Does this look good? And he was like, it looks good to me. So I'm like, okay, cool. We'll post. Go on the plane. Get off the plane, I'd say like 4 hours later after making the post. And I'm receiving all of these messages like, you scammer, like, what did you do? Da-da-da, rug pull, da-da-da. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I click the link, and then it's a whole coin created with my likeness, my picture, like everything.
So he lied.
Oh, yeah.
And said that this is a gambling app.
100%.
And then made a whole coin of you.
Made a whole coin.
Wait, what weekend was this? Because with the whole Caitlyn Jenner thing, it was Memorial Day weekend. Was that the same?
Yeah, this was last weekend. Noah? This was last weekend, right? Yes. Yeah, this was like 7 days ago.
So he's doing the same thing with each of these celebrities.
Yeah. So one question that people asked me during one of my spaces is, how did you not know? Like, Sahil is famous. Like, and then like now, as a person that knows, now I'm thinking like, damn, like how, like, somebody called me 2 days ago and they were like, hey, this guy Sahil hit me up. I don't want to mention her name, but a high profile artist. This artist Sahil hit me up and said that he's working with you. Is this legit? I was like, chills all over through my body. I was like, I'm so fucking glad that you called me. I'm so glad that you called me. Biggest scam in the world. You don't want anything to do with it. It's the craziest shit that's ever happened to me. So
this is like the super villain. Like, he's literally a super villain.
It's the crazy.
He's getting all the celebrities. Like, did you see Bobby Althoff?
Yeah,
you did a podcast with her.
I did.
She said Sahil. She posted on her Instagram. And I don't know, well, I guess you said you can't name the name, but maybe that's the person. But she literally posted on her Instagram and on
that's
Twitter.
Not the person.
Okay. And it was Sahil says, or like, again, like something with Sahil and the CA, the contract address, on her Instagram, and the Twitter deleted the next day.
Crazy. Yeah.
This is the same tactic that he did with Caitlyn and her camp, where it was Memorial Day weekend. He did wire fraud because he said, I'm going to send it over. It's the weekend. They were like, okay, it's Memorial Day weekend. It's going to take time. Never sent it over. Completely like scammed them. And now it's the same thing with you, where it's like, weekend, just do the post. We need it right now. Crazy. You're thinking like, okay, Sahil's worked with other celebrities before.
Yeah, he
maybe
sends
you've done
me all
stuff.
of the messages and.
Have you ever worked with him previously? And
no,
it went, okay.
No, I didn't. I've never heard of the guy.
Okay, you've never heard of him before.
Never heard of the guy.
Because apparently he was doing stuff with celebrities, just like non-Web3 crypto related, just like, oh, here's, do this shout out, and like it has worked out before, and they got their money. And now with this, it's like suddenly, okay, he's going to scam. And he's doing it with like literally everybody.
For sure. A couple of days ago, he messaged me and he said,
insane.
He said, if you don't tell people that we're good, that we're good, then I'm going to take your coin to zero. And then he sends me a screenshot of my wallet, and he says, I'm going to dump this whole thing. I'm like, that's my wallet, you fucking idiot. So how you going to send me a picture of my own damn wallet? Fucking dumbass. Anyway, nobody has control over the Jason coin. right? I'm the largest holder.
You have control of the coin.
Yeah, so to speak. I mean, but nobody really.
Who launched the coin?
He launched the coin.
He launched the coin.
He launched it and then rugged. Then I put in a couple of $100,000 to bring it all the way back up. Because you wanted to save it.
Because it's like your name, your likeness.
Yeah. And the only reason I knew to do that is because I called my friend Ray Trapani, and I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, how do I fix this? And he's like, the only way to fix it is to buy everything back. You have to put your money in. And I was like, cool, done. Like, how do I do it? And he walked me through the whole process. And, like, if I was by myself and I had to do it myself, I wouldn't have been able to do it. So, like, if this happens to another celebrity, like, and they don't have a Ray, like, how would they even know how to bring it back? You know what I'm saying? So I got lucky because I have people that know exactly what to do next.
Okay, but wait, walk me through really quick.
Yep.
This is really interesting because it's like, what is happening? Like, I feel like I'm uncovering the story. You know, like
it's fucking wild.
This is insane. This is like some wild shit because now you guys are labeled as like serious scammer, like, you know, crazy scammers. It happened also like with Iggy Azalea. He launched a coin, I think called Iggy, and then she now has her coin called Mother, but she's in possession of it, and she's actually doing a great job with it, and a really good example of like a celebrity coming into the space, and everybody's pretty happy with her. But so you're the largest holder of it, but like, if he launched it, he's still in control?
No. So you can't really control a coin, right? So it's all about like market share. So the only way that you can tank a project is if you're a holder and you have like a lot of the market cap. You know, so for instance, I have 7% of the whole coin, which is the largest, right? So nobody can come in and like tank it, right? Because I'm the largest holder. So I hold the cards. You know what I'm saying? So like It's safe in a in a wallet, right? That doesn't be touched.
You didn't launch your own coin
because I didn't want the people to lose their money.
Right.
So as soon as I could put my own money in it, is what happened. Okay. You know, so like it went up, it went down, and then I tried to make sure that he had his coins out. So I tried to scam him back. I was like, yo, let me get some of your coins. Like, I'll do another post. Like, just like, you know, give me half of your coins. Like, how many coins do you have? I was like, but this time let's do it the right way. Okay. And he believed me, and he was like, all right, cool. I'll give you half the coins that I have. So I took those coins and made sure that he was out. I just wanted him to be out. You know, because I didn't want him to try to manipulate the market in any other way. I wanted this thing to just be as clean and as simple as possible. But now it's all on the chart. Like, you can see who holds what. It's pretty basic, pretty simple.
And now what's happening with you and him?
Like, I'll never talk to him or message or anything.
He's like on a run. I think he has hold of Sexy Red now.
I don't know how he's not in jail. I honestly don't understand how he's not locked up.
I don't know, but he's doing this with like everybody. Yeah. So, because I spoke to now like 3 people and they're all saying the same story.
Yeah, but hopefully after this one, everybody will know. The fact that Shorty called me and she knows me and she like follows me on social media and she still didn't know is like the tall truth that the crypto market is still so small. Like, it's still so little.
It's also on X, like Twitter. So it's like, you don't really know.
Right.
Unless, I mean, hopefully from this, people are going to know. That's kind of like the reason why
because
I was down to do this, other than to like meet you. But I'm like, no, let's like, there's a story here. Like, I wanted to see like, what is the vibe? Because like, again, I've been talking to people, you know, other creators too, you know, with Thread Guy, he did a great person in the industry. He was speaking to Iggy, got her story about the Sahil story. I spoke to Caitlin and her camp about the Sahil story. Like, there's something here.
Yeah.
And then it's like the middleman too. It's the middleman and not really the celebrities. It's almost like the celebrities are like getting extorted for your platform, like your platforms. You know what I mean? Like, you're taking the fall for this and you guys just have bad advisory and bad, like you're getting scammed.
For sure.
Like people are launching stuff on your likeness and then your fans are getting scammed and then you're like, well, how do I save this?
Well, luckily, I feel like it was saved in time, and through it though, I'm gonna be honest, like I didn't even know this world existed the way it actually does.
Yeah.
The community behind this shit is unlike anything that I've ever seen. I've sold a lot of records in my life. I've done really well in music. I've
Been
done
around
really
for like longer than a decade. Like, bro, like.
yeah, well on social media, right? But like this particular community is unlike anything that I've ever seen. It's just so tight knit. Like being on Telegram, like messaging directly to holders. I went to a club last night, and this guy was like, "Holy shit, Jason Derulo! I'm a holder. I'm hodling." I was just like, "This is unbelievable. This is incredible."
Oh.
This is amazing.
You like it.
I think it's amazing.
It's a cult.
It's really, really cool because some people need something to believe in, something to hold on to, and something to fight for. And I think this could be that. I think this could be far more than just a money thing for people. Because what I have going on Telegram doesn't feel like it's about money. It feels like it's about a community.
Yeah. So, okay. The previous times, like again, just to kind of like wrap up this segment of like the rumors, because like it's important. Like the people want to know, and I think this is an important conversation because like now I know this launch, like you had nothing, like there's something deeper going on here. But from the previous cycle, the promotion, so it was again kind of like just bad advisory.
The previous stuff, like the NFT stuff,
Yeah.
not bad advisory. It pure ignorance.
Yeah.
It's just not knowing. So it's the blind leading the blind. It's not like my management at the time knew either. So I can't like blame him. I can't blame the lawyers. They just don't know. It just seems like something that somebody had. People had brands that they wanted to push, and they was just like, "Hey, like, we'll give you this amount if you push our brand." You look at their page; it looks like a good page. I mean, if you don't know about the market and how it works, there's just didn't look like there was any downside at all.
Yeah. And so for Jason, like, what do you plan other than like hanging out in the Telegram group? Like, is there anything like?
Yeah. So there's definitely thoughts of utility that I've been dreaming up. I've been on the prowl looking for the smartest people in the space to continue to help this thing propel. But it's been a really, really cool process. I've actually opened it up to everybody on Telegram, and everybody's like sending ideas, and it's really a cool thing because it feels like we're all pushing this thing together. And I made a commitment. I have over like 200 million followers on social media, and I was like,
that's a lot of people.
That's a lot, motherfucker.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. So I made a commitment that I would carry this thing, on my back, and we'll do this thing together.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
What do your friends like think about the crypto industry? Like when they see you posting about the Fandom wallet and your dad, are they just like, "Yo, Jason, like you've lost your mind," or what? What's good?
No, I think people are really excited. I haven't seen people this excited in a long time. It's just.
Are they asking like, "How can I get into this?"
Everybody.
Yeah.
It's.
What are you telling them?
I'm telling them I'm not giving you any financial advice. I said it's.
But then where are they going to get it from? They're going to go to Sahil.
No. Are you talking about celebrities or are you talking about my family members?
Oh, family, celebrities.
Oh, yeah.
Or I don't, like, what is your industry, like the music industry, celebrity industry, like.
A lot of people have been hitting me up just like, congratulations, like, holy shit. Like, people would just send me hodl or diamond hands, just like randomly, like people I haven't talked to in years are hitting me up. But I just think there's just like a lot of excitement in the market, and people are excited for the Jason coin. But I think people are excited for cryptocurrency in general to be onboarded by people that wouldn't normally be, into crypto at all. And I guess normalizing it in one way or another. I remember my business manager, who's no longer my business manager, she literally said the words, you're out of your fucking mind for getting into crypto.
Oh, how long ago?
This was when like crypto was on that crazy run up to 64.
Oh.
Like when it was at in like the 60s, she was like, you're out of your mind. Because I was like investing real money into it. And she was like, you're out of your fucking mind. I was like, to be honest, I don't really care what you think. I believe that this is our future. I believe that this is next. And
Why do you believe that this is the future and this is next?
because it's given the power to the people, it's a digital currency. I just think that money will just be obsolete and cash will be obsolete at some point, right? We've seen it happen in Asian countries already, right? And I remember the same thing happening with CDs. Who were like, when I went to Japan, they were like, oh, we don't have CDs. I'm like, y'all don't have CDs here? It was like, oh, nah, everything is digital now. It's just like, oh, damn, I'm not going to make anything here.
How long ago was that?
This was like 2010, 11.
Damn.
And then I started to see the change and the shift from music to go digital. And I was like, holy shit, we're just last. You know what I'm saying? Like there's things happening in other places before they happen here. And if you can see technology moving forward in another place and it's working well, I mean, it just makes sense that it's just going to happen here at some point as well.
So have you made any money off of Jason? / how do you plan on making money off of Jason? Because like this takes a lot of work. Like being in this space and having your finger on the pulse, or like even engaging with the Telegram, like all of this stuff is like more than a full-time job.
For sure.
So how do you plan on, because like you need to
That's a great question.
somehow make money from this, because then how are you going to put all of your time or this amount of time to keep it going?
I think one day when it's way past development stage, way past anything that anybody's ever imagined, I think there can be ways to make money without harming the market.
Yeah.
And also there's going to be times where, some things need to be shaved for marketing, for staff, things like that. But it just needs to be strategically done where the market doesn't feel it at all. So that's something that is an ongoing quest. But I think that that's going to be a way easier question when there's actual money to be made. Today, it's just like why take any, like it doesn't make any sense to pull money.
Like, let's see where this goes.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And people were asking like if I have other wallets and things like that. And the answer is yes. At the end of the day, I do think that one day this thing will be enormously lucrative. And if there's no money to be made in it, at the end of the day, I mean, it's not a charity. Though I feel like it is an amazing family. Though I feel like it's a incredible team building sort of. I don't even know what to call it. It's very family oriented. I'm calling it the family. I'm calling it all of these things. At the end of the day, there needs to be money made for the people
to keep it going,
and money made to keep the thing going. Also, when other people are looking at this business, what's going to bring them into wanting to do it as well?
Yeah.
Right. If I'm another celebrity and I'm looking at the Jason coin, if there's nothing to be had in it, like why would I do it as well? Yeah. The goal for this, right, should be that this coin is launched and it becomes the biggest thing in the world, so that it can continue to happen. If we're able to finally fix this celebrity debacle that's been going on, I just feel like the world of crypto opens up in a totally different way.
Yeah. And then in the meantime, you're going to be educating your family, your friends, people like that.
100%. I think as I'm being educated, this last week, I learned so much in this last week.
One week in the crypto world is like 10 years.
In school, right? Shit. Like, I feel like I've been in school for at least 4 years in this last week. Because I've really been thrown into the fire, right? And I had to learn a lot in a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
So like whenever there was like a crypto thing going on down the street, it was like 40 minutes away. I was like, shit, I'm going to be a fly on the wall.
What was that?
Killer Wells.
Oh yeah. I was a judge on Killer Wells too. I saw you were there. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so like anytime there's like any crypto thing going on, like how can I go? Like I just want to learn, soak up, and be a part of the community.
Yeah.
Honestly, monetary gain for me is so secondary. In this, and I've done very well in my life. If I'm being honest, I think this is way bigger than just money.
Yeah. What do you think about like? Tell me what's happening in like the music industry right now. I know that a lot of people are, talking about like Spotify and royalties and stuff like that. And then there is a part of the Web3 space that is like, will people like yourself ever release music on the blockchain and like come to this world and, leave that other world of like Apple Music, Spotify, but like how could you? Or just like, what are your thoughts? Like you have people like Kanye West being like, oh, like artists are not getting paid like from Spotify and like things are botted apparently. Like this is all just like stuff that I'm hearing. I don't have any real.
Yeah. No, it's the truth, right? I mean, there's very little to be made for the huge impact that you're making. And I do believe that there's a better way, but it would take everybody being on the same page.
Yeah.
And that's the problem, right? Like, say, like 5 artists are like, I'm not dealing with those big platforms anymore. I'm gonna go over here, and like, if you want to listen to my music, you listen to us on Boo Boo the Foo. Yeah,
Matt, that's gonna be a ticker for sure. That's how crazy this industry is.
So it's like, damn, my favorite artist is only on Boo Boo the Foo now. So like, now I gotta pay. Now I gotta pay $14.99 just to listen to my favorite artist, and maybe 4 other artists that I don't really know or like. It's like.
But do you feel like there's injustice in the music industry?
I do feel like it's injustice. I feel like labels have become a big bank.
Yeah.
And if you're not doing well on social media, if you can't push your music yourself, you're not a valuable artist anymore. And it used to be a situation where labels would kind of be the entirety of your team, so to speak, from development to helping with tours to helping with marketing and how everything looks. But now you kind of got to be your own marketing machine. Yeah. If you're not doing well on social media, if you're not being able to push your own music to the people, the label's kind of just like, there's no fire to it. I mean, there's no.
That's crazy.
Let's wait till a song like catches fire, and what that means is, can you make it like go viral or not? TikTok. Yeah, if you can't make the motherfucker go viral, then we're gonna move on to the next joint or the next artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a crazy kind of situation.
That's a crazy industry.
Yeah, it is. It is.
What do you think about like the artists that like are coming and emerging right now? Like,
I think those artists. A lot of people are like, I just want to be a musician, and I don't want to, I have to go on social media. I just want to make music.
I just want to be an artist. But you're like, no, get to doing backflips and whatever you were doing on TikTok.
No, everybody's different, right? So like whatever your thing is, you just got to post that, So if you just want to be an artist, you just have to figure out how to bring people to your party.
Yeah.
So like labels aren't telling you exactly what to post or what to do. So I won't demonize them in that way. So how are you going to bring people to your party? That's all you need to figure out. How are you going to invite people into who you are as a person, who you are as an artist? If I'm not interested in you, it's going to be really hard for me to be ultra interested in your artistry.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking about one song, right? Anybody can make a mistake and make a hit by mistake.
Yeah.
But to have a lasting career, you have to be an artist that has something that people want to buy into. So what is that particular thing? And that's what you post on social media.
Yeah. No, that's good. I mean, because again, you've been here for literally ever. So like, if anybody knows how to survive, it's you. Because like, even for me being like a Twitter native, it's constantly like I have to survive. Like constantly be like get attention, be relevant, like all of that pressure. I think we can all relate to that.
Yeah, but that's every industry, right?
Yeah.
So if you're a doctor and you have a practice, like how are you staying up ahead of the rest? Like how are you keeping people coming back? You have to stay on. You have to stay afloat by always being amazing and always putting that extra work in, because success is rented. It's never owned.
Yeah.
You got to pay that rent every month.
Yeah.
And I try to tell people that all the time. That's why we see people here today, gone tomorrow.
Do you think that you'd be like investing in, do you see yourself investing in Web3 companies? Like not just, your investment with Jason and your time, but do you see yourself like liking any cool apps or like, collaborating with like Phantom Wallet or like something like that?
Definitely. I've invested in a lot of different projects. And there was a time where that was the only thing that I invested in.
Okay.
So yeah, I have a lot of
How are those investments doing? You're smiling. I don't know. You're like, I see pain in your eyes.
Nah, I'm just waiting around. You feel me? Just waiting around, waiting around for them to pop. You feel me?
I saw your eye, like everything just flashed. You're just like, oh, I've been investing. Oh Lord. Okay.
I got
Was it
deep.
from last cycle?
Yeah, I got deep. It was like a whole fund. Like I like, it was like a team of us.
See, nobody's talking about that. I'm happy that you're speaking about that because like, what about the investments that you made and those maybe not working
doing well?
out? Like, did you
yeah.
lose money last cycle?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I lost money. Lost money. I didn't really lose it, right? Because I kept it in my portfolio.
Yeah.
I'm not like a day trader or doing shit like that.
Yeah.
So whatever that money is just stays there. Anyway, so the investment part, just investing in like a lot of tech and like things that I felt like could be next. The problem is you never met an idea that is a bad idea. Like they all look really interesting.
No. Yeah.
All like really smart, bright guys creating things that are groundbreaking. But people have to lock into it.
Yeah.
That's like a whole different thing. Can you get people? Can you get people onboarded to your platform? Can you get people to start utilizing your technology? And that's a really hard thing to do.
Yeah. Okay, so let's recap. Sahil, thoughts?
Thoughts?
Yeah. Like we'll quick recap everything. Sahil.
Biggest scammer in crypto history.
Okay. Previous crypto promotions.
From pure ignorance.
Okay. Future of Jason.
Future of Jason. First 100 million, then 1 billion, and then beyond.
Real. Okay, cool. Message to everybody that's watching crypto community that thinks that you're a scammer. Set it straight.
I'll look into the camera for this one. This one?
I don't know. Which one? This one?
The far right joint. Message to those. No, I don't really want to message. I don't want to give a message to the.
Fuck that.
No, not fuck them. Not fuck them. I mean, but it's more so. The drink is drinking.
The drink is drinking. I'm like,
I need to get you on my team. That's what I need to hear. No, honestly, I'm in this for the long haul. To be transparent, I control 7% of Jason, so I don't even own the majority. A lot of these coins that are coming out, people are controlling 85, 90% of a coin. This is a totally different kind of situation. I'm putting this thing on my back, but literally only control a very small amount.
Would you let the 7% go to zero if it meant protecting your followers and like never seeing?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't let that go to zero because there's people that put their hard-earned money and they put it in there because they believe in me in some way or another. And I would never in a million years be able to look those people in the eye and be like, I took your money.
Yeah.
To me, it's not about my career. It's not about my name. It's about those people that believed in me. So since they believe in me, that's why I'm going so hard for this coin. It's not monetary gain, even though that, it'd be nice one day to get some. It's not for that. I think this community, the community building, the family building is much more important, but I also feel like it's bigger.
Yeah.
If I'm being completely honest, I feel like putting this brand first is way bigger than any amount of money that the coin can make me.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Wait, last question. Thoughts on the current presidential election debate?
Damn.
He's like, damn, you hit me with that right now at the end.
I'll be honest with you. So my son was really trying to watch.
Your son? Isn't he like
3?
3?
Yeah. No, he was really trying to watch Paw Patrol. And I was like, listen, I need to watch the presidential debate. This is serious. Right? And literally 7 minutes later, I was asleep.
Oh, like Sleepy Joe. Okay, word. I mean, yeah, no, that put me to bed. I mean, but crypto is a big part of this like election. Like, you see like Biden, you see Trump being like, oh yeah, like crypto and this and that. So
no, 100%.
I mean, it's good for us since like you're pivoting fully to that, like in that way.
100%. I
That's
think
all I got going on. So.
Really, I feel like the crypto market can really tip one way or another based on who gets elected. So this election is really important, I think.
Yeah. No, I think it is too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Regardless, crypto is going up either way. But I mean, nobody wants to see another like super dip because of the election. So.
And you're going to keep making some educational TikToks and onboarding. I mean, we talk about mass adoption, but then everybody gets mad when like celebrities talk about crypto. I don't know. There's this like weird, like cultish, like gatekeeping thing going on because it's like Web3, like this whole industry was supposed to be, oh, we're not going to be the gatekeepers like the Web2 industry. You know, like the gallery saying like, oh, you can only put your art in this gallery if you're XYZ. We're like at the beginning, this is like 4 years ago. No, we're not going to do that. Yeah. We're not going to be gatekeepers. This is for one and for all. But now it's like, oh, crypto Twitter is like, get out, you know?
I mean, if we're being
when in
honest,
reality, by the way, just to say, and this is to like my community, like, I don't know what it is, but it's like they rather get rugged by like the same person over and over than like, a celebrity coming in, which is why I'm doing podcasts like this, because I'm like, there's a deeper story here. And it's like, I'm starting to see with talking to you, with talking to other people that I've spoken to on these podcasts, that it's a middleman thing. And the whole thing about Web3 is to remove the middleman. That's what blockchain is all about. It's smart contracts is to remove the middleman so that there's, and it executes automatically.
For sure.
There is no middleman, playing the game, but there is one with onboarding, and we see like with the Sahil story, and we're seeing like time and time again where you guys are getting scammed because they're using your name, your likeness, your community, and then you guys take the blame in the fall.
Definitely. 2 things. One being, if that transaction had been done through crypto and I demanded it be done through crypto, this would have never happened because he would have actually had to send it, right? So
the transaction.
So he wouldn't have been able to do fraud that way. So that's, one of the big movers I think that should be, thought about when it comes to crypto. People do a lot of scamming because they're able to with the middleman. The second thing was, just what you're saying is the absolute truth, and and I'm speaking just purely on my education this week.
I told you 10 years, 1 week in crypto, 10 years.
Nah, but I've been hearing about a lot of the crypto gurus doing the scam. Like, 'cause there's a lot of scammers that are in the crypto market. Like,
They're doing it.
they're the biggest ones though.
Yeah.
So
I've been scammed by like the same person 50 times.
so why you keep believing them?
Okay, not me personally, but like, community, like, and they're let up on these spaces. They're doing all this stuff. And I know people are messaging me like, why are you doing a podcast with so-and-so? And I know that even just like launching this, people are going to be like, why are you platforming Jason Derulo? I'm platforming Jason Derulo? Like, bruh. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just got here. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not platforming you. You're platforming me, or you're, you know what I mean, collaborating with me in this way. And I feel like I'm uncovering something. Like, I'm getting the story.
For sure.
Like, this isn't about like endorsement necessarily. Like, there's a story here. I'm curious about the story. I've been listening to you since I'm a kid. Super cool guy. You're coming into this space. There's a common denominator here where I'm looking like, whoa, there's a middleman supervillain. And it's like the story of the summer. And I'm
Really
like,
is.
let's figure it out. I'm like, let's see if Jason Derulo is really the scammer that people are saying. And it's like, and if not, then I could say, I shook your hand, I sat in front of you, I heard your story, you're not.
Thank you.
What happens going forward? Like, okay, but it's like somebody, goes on an interview with Oprah and then they do something bad. Is it Oprah's fault that they do something bad after?
Definitely
No.
not.
You know what I mean? So also we need to kind of like rewrite the narrative of like platforming and having just conversations. Cause like,
For
I'm
sure.
just genuinely interested in you, what you have planned, what's going on, and also where you could take this. Like, the Web3 community is very bizarre in the sense that they talk about mass adoption and education. It's like, here you are with like 200 million followers talking about Phantom Wallet, talking about how to set up, how to get into Solana, all this stuff. And I mean, like, that's huge.
Massive.
It's massive and it's needed because like some people want to hear you teaching them. They don't want to hear, some random that is talking all technical terms because they don't understand it. That's even like why I feel like my community, because I would be like, explain it like I'm 5. I'm like,
sure.
buddy, I don't understand what you're saying. I'm like, smart contract who? Like,
Right.
what? Like, why is it so complicated? And that's gatekeeping. Like, gatekeeping the education and not making it simple is gatekeeping. That's like,
Definitely.
the finance bros, like using all these words. It's like, no, this should be. I thought when I got into the space that Web3 was supposed to help like the people, that anybody, anywhere, no matter what their financial background is, can have access to a bank account. Because right now, if you want to open up a bank account, you have to go show your papers. You have to have an ID. You have to show that you're making money. A lot of people don't have that.
Right.
I thought it was for the people. Mm-hmm. That's how I got in. And now the story's being flipped where it's like, no, you need to be some super computer genius to figure this out. You need to have money. You need to do that. It's like, no, I want this to genuinely be for the people. And I
Yeah.
hope that we can get to a place where the applications match that, where this could be for the people, where, again, anybody, anywhere, no matter what their financial background, as long as they have a device that connects to Wi-Fi, can have access to a bank account. Because right now, if I want to send $100,000 to my grandma, if I'm blessed to do that, I'm going to go to the bank. They're going to be like, where'd you get this $100,000 from? Who's your grandma? Prove that it's your grandma. And it's like, wait a minute. Isn't it my $100,000? So there's this conversation of about ownership, genuine ownership. It's like right now, if you want to send money, why is the bank telling me that I can't send my own money? Is it even my own money? Do we own our own assets? Like these are
crazy.
the things that kind of we're getting closer to, where it's like with the CBDCs, like with even this election, like Trump is saying, if this happens, we're basically like the CBDC, like, explain it like I'm 5, that they would control everything, like all your assets. Like if you don't pay one bill, you're late, it's done.
Crazy.
They're
and
canceling
try
everything.
to take $200,000 out of the bank of your own money. They be like, whoa, wait a minute. Wait,
Yeah,
what?
what are you doing? And then there's a delay, and then it can take days, and it's like, do I even really own this money?
Yeah, that
And
shit
that's
is
the conversation. That's the
in
thing
there.
about Web3. And it's like, who is crypto Twitter to say that, like, for example, I'm sorry, but who is anybody to say how you can use the blockchain? Like, I thought Web3 is all about responsibility. And because at the end of the day, you are responsible for your own bank account. Your seed phrase, if you lose that, nobody could save you, nobody could help you. But also, nobody could freeze your bank account. Nobody could like freeze your MetaMask account, your Phantom wallet. Like that's your assets is your assets. You're in control. So for a community that's all about responsibility, we sure don't take responsibility because it's like, okay, let's say somebody launches a coin and somebody buys it. You're an adult. That's your responsibility. Why did you choose to buy it? I'm not buying celebrity coins. I'm just not doing it. You know what I mean? Like I'm making my own executive decisions. So it's like, why are you doing that? And then complaining that it's a rug. Like it's take responsibility. You've been here before. You saw last cycle. Like,
yeah, but that doesn't make it right.
It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right. But what's also not right is this whole like I'm blaming the other person for my actions.
That's a crazy way to look at it.
But I mean, okay, Lil Pump, he launched a coin. Okay. He's telling me on social media to sell my house to buy his Lil Pump coin because it's going to be worth more than the house. I don't know. Are you doing that?
No, I'm actually not telling anybody to.
No, but are you buying Lil Pump's coin because you think it's going to be worth more than the house? Nothing against Lil Pump.
Nothing against Lil Pump. I mean, I just don't. I don't know. I don't know enough about it.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's gonna be a no. It's gonna be. I don't know. Not financial advice, but like, by the way, everything in this podcast is not financial advice. But like, it's gonna be a no. When Lil Pump is like, this is gonna be worth more than the house. Like, we could pop it up top. It's gonna be a no for me. And if you do that, thinking you're gonna make generational wealth. So here's another point that people make. Is that these coins, like when the celebrities launch it, it's like harming the weak, you know, like the vulnerable, the people that don't know. So you're telling me, I've been in this industry for 4 years. I get scared shitless when I'm sending a MetaMask transaction or like any crypto transaction. I've been here for 4 years, which is like, you've been here a week. How's long has it feel? 100 years?
Literally.
Yeah. So for me, it's been 200,000 years, you know, like it's been a while and I still get scared. So you're telling me that these new people are going on Pump.Fun? I barely even know how to use Pump.Fun. The weak and the vulnerable are going on Pump.Fun and making all these transactions? Come on.
Yeah, nah.
Let's be real. Who's buying these tokens? Clearly the experienced people are buying these tokens.
Yeah,
Jason's like, holy shit.
I had to learn how to fucking...
This girl's yapping.
The drink is drinking.
The drink is drinking. But I think it's important to go along with what you're saying. Like, it's like, yo, wake up, take responsibility. You know, if you're unsure about something, don't buy it. It's hard to do your own research with a meme coin, but at the end of the day, it's pure gambling. Unless, like with you, I feel like there's a lot of social finance going on where it's like, I feel like Jason is very similar to like Friend Tech. Do you know about Friend Tech?
No, tell me.
So it's basically like you could buy shares of your friends. Pretty much. So let's say it's actually interesting. I mean, the app doesn't really work that well, but the idea of social finance is there. Where it's like, okay, let's say there's Jason Derulo. I can buy your share, and the more people that buy your share, it goes up. So it's like, let's say you're worth $100 a token, like $100 Jason.
Yep.
Like, the more people that buy, like you have like, 500 people, that's like 500 people in the group chat,
Then it keeps going up.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, your price keeps going up, but it's like shares of your friends.
Right.
It was actually kind of funny when it happened because like I had a friend, like friends were like selling me, I was selling them. I was like, sorry. My friend Laura, sorry Laura, but she's just a great friend of mine. And I remember buying her thing for like $50 and then it was like worth like $200. I was like, see ya. Imagine selling your friend for $200. Sorry, Laura. You're the GOAT though. But yeah, so the idea of social finance, there's also another game. It's called Fantasy Top. Have you heard about it?
No.
So it's basically like they scratch the Twitter API, which is like the analytics of Twitter and like your posts and the things that you put on there. And there's like tournaments. So it's kind of like these cards, kind of like fantasy football. Mm-hmm. So like you bet on the Twitter people. So like there's a Mika fantasy top card. Okay. And there's like these tournaments, there's like commons, rares, this and that. And you can put it in a tournament and let's say like the tournament lasts for like 24 hours. Like if I post like a crazy podcast and I get all these impressions and like and likes, whatever, my stuff goes up. So it could like help in the tournament. Let's say there's like a Mika or like an Ansem, like all in the same, tournament. You win. But that's a level of like social finance, which I feel like Jason falls into.
Yeah.
Because it's like people betting on.
Kind of. I think honestly today it's a meme coin, right? It's just that purely. But I mean, I've never even heard about shit like that. I didn't even know those kinds of things existed.
Yeah.
So right now it's
social finance.
It's
It's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I feel like everything is social finance, like Instagram. Like, think about it. Like, you have 200 million followers. That's a form of social finance where it's like your social, like your value is up because of like the.
Definitely.
It's a little dystopian, a little Black Mirror vibes.
No,
but
it's Black Mirror as fuck. Because
but that's where we're going.
Everybody has a social standing from their socials. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's like you have this level of clout. This is what you're worth.
For sure.
That's to me is like simply put social finance.
100%. So when a brand is going to see like, hey, who do I want to have push my brand this year? They're going to look at the amount of followers. They're going to look at your engagement. And then that's your value.
There you go. That's social finance.
That's it's a little scary. It's a little fucked up.
That's a Black Mirror episode. That's where we're at right now.
For sure.
But that's kind of like where we're going.
But let me ask you this. So when you're checking a guy out, so do you see his value as how many followers he has?
No.
Are you sure?
I date nerds.
Okay. But nerds can have a lot of
but
followers
like
too.
Like just like, I don't know. Just like. I mean, the more followers you have, that's negative
like,
or
negative?
points.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's like what you be on. Like, what you be doing with all those followers. If you're on Instagram, it's over. Instagram is just like whatever. But yeah.
Oh, you like Twitter guys?
I like Twitter guys. Yeah.
Yeah, Twitter is wild.
Yeah.
Like I haven't spent time on Twitter like that except this week. When I tell you,
Yo, what's your experience spending time on Twitter?
it's insane. Twitter is a different world.
Yeah.
Like anything goes.
It's the wild, wild west.
Motherfuckers, they do not care. They will say and do anything.
Yeah.
Like anything.
Yeah. Welcome to crypto Twitter.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm having a good time.
Can you survive?
I think I got past the hardest part. The first week, I think it can't get any harder than that first week.
Do you see the comments and are you like
100%. Sad?
Yeah.
No, I'm not sad.
Okay.
No.
But you're like, okay, well, I know who I am. I'm not a scammer.
No, I mean, all my comments are like, you're the best. You've saved my life. Like, that's my comment. My comment section is like, I'm the man.
Well,
like,
did you see the Zach XBT thread about you?
Yeah.
Tweets?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
It's really small. I mean, if I'm being honest, like it's like a blip, but I pay attention to everything.
Yeah.
So I was hoping that you spoke about it today so that we can just address it, because I think every conversation matters, and I don't want people to go to his page and like
Did you respond
take that
to him
as gospel.
or no?
No.
No. But I guess you did in this, pod.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So hopefully
Hopefully he watches it.
he watches it. I mean, I don't really care if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But what I do care about is misinformation. I don't want people to have bad information. I want them to have the right ones.
Yeah. Well, because again, that's why we're doing this, because people have this like perception that you're this,
Supervillain.
supervillain. But there's another summer supervillain. Sahil, we're tired. We are tired.
Man.
I'm tired. I don't know what's going on with Sexy Red. I don't know what's going on with Travis Barker. I don't know what's going on with Bobby, the girl Bobby. I mean, she seems really cool.
I think you've been doing a really great job. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think you've done a great job, and you continue to educate people, and people trust you. And hopefully more people and the celebrities will see this and know who Sahil is, because he's using his own name. Yeah. It's not like he's hiding behind a different name this time.
Like he's like happy about it. He's like, I'm gonna make the 200K. Like he posted a tweet. We'll have to put it up to the top. And he's like, yeah, I want to make a quick 200K this weekend. I'm like, and then Travis Barker comes up with a pump.fun link. I'm like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. Well, this has been really fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you so much for coming.
And like talking about this. Hopefully this gives clarity to the community. Middlemen is looking like not the greatest thing right now, the middleman.
No, and like you put it best, crypto is supposed to be not about any middleman. So
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully we all learned from my mistakes.
Yeah. And okay, all right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go. This is good.